Hey guys, welcome to another RepelForce Talk It Out. I'm Will, and I'm joined by Alex. And today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct that actually just aired today, November 12th, 2015. So we're on our A game, keeping up with the news. So I figured we'd kind of just go through what happened in the Direct, and then kind of share our thoughts about everything that happened, and we'll go from there. So do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, sure. So the first thing they talked about was the passing of Iwata, and I think everybody kind of expected them to do that. I actually didn't expect them to start off with that, but I think they handled it well. I think it ended off coming off a bit more professional than doing like a whole video tribute. So yeah, I thought it was fine.
Yeah, and I really liked that they gave a shout out to the fans for all of their support when that happened, because I know there was a lot of kind of outpouring of support from all the fans, like drawing pictures, sending tweets to Nintendo saying, "Oh, well, we'll miss him," and just kind of appreciating his work. So it was good that they recognized that.
Yeah, I agree. So right after that, they went into the bigger news, which was Twilight Princess HD finally getting actually announced, which I think a lot of people saw coming.
Yeah.
So I'll let you explain kind of how the situation went down.
Yeah. So as we were watching it, I remember us saying, "Okay, this looks like old footage. When are they going to show the new graphics?" Kind of like a peeling back effect, like a comparison. Here's what it looked like, and then here's the new graphics. But that never happened. And like halfway through the trailer, we realized, oh, this is the HD remake.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not too surprised, just because it would have been a huge work effort for them to like really truly give it an HD makeover.
Right.
And what it kind of looks like to me is some anti-aliasing, and it's a little bit brighter.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like to me too. And I think the reason why some people might have had their expectations too high, me including, was the original tech demo for Wii U, where the whole Zelda tech demo, which looked like Twilight Princess. I think some people might have been imagining that. That isn't what I personally imagined, but I did imagine them to touch it up a little bit more, kind of like Wind Waker HD, where even though that game was mostly intact, the same as the GameCube, they did a lot of improvements visually, and I think we both agree that Wind Waker HD does look a hell of a lot better than Twilight Princess HD.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know. I think it's been so long since I looked at the original Twilight Princess that I'm not appreciating that it does actually look quite a bit better than
that could be true,
than the original version. So,
and it'll be. I think they said it's coming out in March, so it'll still be cold around here, and I can't really think of many other games I might be playing at the time. So it might be a good time to go back and revisit Twilight Princess. But along with that, they announced a new amiibo, the Wolf Link amiibo.
Yep. And that is it. Does it only come in the bundle? I can't remember, but
I don't know if they said, but they definitely said that there will be a bundle at launch.
Yeah, it's kind of like Wind Waker, where it had the bundle with the Ganondorf figure.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I mean that looks fine, and we don't actually know what the amiibo does yet, or at least I don't think they said anything. So.
No, they didn't mention any specific functionality for Twilight Princess HD.
Okay, gotcha.
But immediately following that, they announced that the amiibo has some sort of functionality with the new Wii U Zelda. And along with that, they kind of reconfirmed that Zelda Wii U is still coming out in 2016. So, pretty exciting. We also got a really short glimpse of the game. And of course, it looks just as beautiful as I remember. So
yeah, and it was quite an upgrade from the Twilight Princess HD footage.
Yeah.
So,
God, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess just real quick, how excited are you for Twilight Princess HD?
I'd say I'm like medium excited.
Yeah.
It's always good to play Zelda games, and I haven't played Twilight Princess, and it's been like for 7 years, maybe more. So I'm kind of excited to go back to it. I really liked the dungeons in the game. They were good.
Yeah, especially the one that always stuck out the most to me was the ice, like...
Yeah, the Yeti house or whatever.
Yeah, the Yeti people. Yeah, that was the best one. I don't even remember a lot of the other ones, honestly.
That one had good atmosphere, I think is why it was so good.
Yeah, and it felt so different than all the other Zelda dungeons, so... Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it too. I guess I didn't get as excited as I thought I would, but I'm still, looking forward to it, so...
Yep.
Anyways, after that, they talked about Triforce Heroes. It's getting free updates. Yeah, some new levels to play. I can't remember the name of the dungeon area that they're adding, but it is actually all for free, which is pretty nice because there was some rumors floating around that it was already getting paid DLC. So seeing that we're getting free updates is actually pretty cool. So
yeah, because I think we're planning on getting that game in December. So
yeah,
we'll actually have that content waiting for us already when we decide to jump in. So
yeah,
that's cool.
It's pretty nice. So, anyways, what was after that?
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which, I mean,
yeah.
I don't have anything to say about that game.
Yeah, neither do I. They just gave a couple more details about it, but yeah, I don't really get into those games, so not really much to say.
Yeah, after that, though, they announced quite a few new Splatoon updates. Mm-hmm. And as they were showing it, I'm like, holy cow, this is a lot of stuff. They didn't kind of break it down exactly on everything that it was, I don't think.
Yeah.
They just kind of said, yeah, new maps, new gear, new weapons. And they also mentioned that the updates are going to continue at least until January. Now, I'm suspicious about that. I don't think that means they are done with content in January. I think that means they're done with free content until January.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll find out. I do find it a little strange. I guess the only thing, I think I said this to you a little bit earlier, but I would find it a little strange if they did pay DLC at least for stages, because I was telling you why I'd find that weird, because the game only has like a couple playlists, and I feel like having another playlist where it's like, if you don't have DLC, you do this, I feel like that would be kind of breaking up the community a little too much.
Yeah.
But you were saying, what about you pay for extra gear or extra weapons, and I could actually see them doing that. So,
yeah, I think some games are starting to do that. The most recent one that comes to mind is Halo 5.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to really derail, but it's a good comparison because all of their map packs are going to be free. And the way that they're making their DLC money is off of like little transactions for like skins and cost and like gear updates and things like that. So It's a smart way, and I think Nintendo is probably aware of that if they were to split their fan base into people who have and don't have the DLC. So I don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, that's actually pretty exciting, and it's actually surprising to me because I thought all the free updates were probably done, but now that it's continuing, like 40 new pieces of gear tonight and a new stage tomorrow or tonight, I don't remember.
There is a new one tonight, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I actually might start playing that game again, so...
Yeah, I need to get back into it.
Yeah, it's fun. Anyways, they actually talked about Mario Maker next and gave a couple updates on that game, but what was it? Filtering stages. There's actually an app or a website or something that you can use on the PC or your phone to actually search for stages, but it's linked to your profile in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so then if you like favorite a stage or like select a stage that you want to play for later, then you turn on your game and it's in your like mobile link category or something. I don't remember what it's called, but
wow, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, it's like listed in a completely different category now, and that's a really good integration that they put in. So
that's a nice feature because from what I played on Mario Maker, I've been having this issue where all the top-rated stages float to the top, and for a long time, all they were those automatic don't press anything levels, and now the ability to kind of search by category, like music-based stages and auto levels and things like that, it's going to make it easier to find stages that are like actually kind of fun to play, I think.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. So, yeah, it's pretty nice, and I might get back into Mario Maker. So,
but you're really gonna get into the next thing they showed.
No,
guarantee, man. Amiibo Festival.
Oh
Crazy
my god!
party.
I can't wait.
Okay, so seriously though, what do you even do in this game? Everything I've seen, Bill Trinen is like, and you can roll dice to move to tiles, and stuff happens. Okay, stuff happens, but do I have any involvement in this?
Yeah, I don't.
Is it a game?
I don't even know if it is a game. I feel like it's a dice rolling simulator, which I guess could be a game, but you know, this is
a dice rolling simulator where you have to buy Amiibo and hold them on the stupid gamepad.
Yeah, I mean, my big issue with this game is that when they originally started talking about this at E3, they were like, oh yeah, it's going to be a free download and you have to buy the Amiibo to play, but then, you know, a couple months later, now it's $60, and it comes with Amiibo that are exclusive to a bundle and stuff like that. And I watched some footage on the game of some of the extra modes and stuff, and it just all looks very, very bland.
It looks like a snooze fest. I could really fall asleep.
Like, it's called a party game, but it looks like a game you play at a party for people you hate, so...
I thought festivals were supposed to be exciting, not more boring than Ambien.
And, you know, I was actually thinking about this earlier, but isn't it pretty sad that the first, like, console, at least, spin-off that Animal Crossing gets is this horrible? Like, it looks so unappealing. So... yeah, it's I don't know. I don't feel like this game is really going to catch on to people, and I feel like most people who see it, just like us, would just be wondering what the point of it is. So, yeah, I don't know.
Animal Crossing Ambien Festival. I'm pretty sure that's a sleeping pill. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's really just Nintendo saying, please spend money on Amiibo, and we kind of made this game as a side thought.
Yep. And you know, it's hilarious too, because the game launches tomorrow, and I had no idea. I thought it was coming out in December, and it's just like, it comes out tomorrow. It's like, what? I had no idea, but I don't even care.
The thought crossed my mind to get the KK Slider Amiibo because I like KK Slider, but now I'm to the point where I'm just like absolutely refusing. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna be a sucker this time.
And you know what? That's a good segue into the next topic, which is Mario Tennis, which I'm actually feeling the same way about, because I really like Mario Tennis, the older games. Well, I should say the N64 and GameCube titles. I really liked both of those.
Yeah, those were fun.
But this newest one just looks so lacking, and I'm not really sure why that is, and I feel like the most obvious explanation would be that it was rushed, because it does look like a very rushed game. It looks like they're just trying to shove it out the door in time for the holidays, because aside from Amiibo Festival, they don't really have anything else this month. I mean, to me, their big holiday game is Xenoblade, but yeah, Mario Tennis just looks
it looks empty.
Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. It really does.
Yeah, but Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Xenobabe.
Xenoblade Chronicles X does not look empty at all.
Oh no, it looks very good. And what did they talk about for that one?
So they just kind of re-upped the December release, and I mean, they didn't really show anything that was groundbreaking. They just talked about the physical copy, and for people who want faster load times, you can download these like high-speed data packs, which pretty much install content onto the Wii U system so that it doesn't have to load it from disk, which obviously is going to be slower. And they also mentioned that the downloadable version of the game has those high-speed packs built in, so you wouldn't have to install them. It just comes as part of the game.
Gotcha.
And they announced that you can pre-purchase and preload the digital version of the game today.
Oh,
so
nice.
if you want to have it downloaded and ready to go by the time the clock ticks over and releases the game, then go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for this game, and I mean, at this point, I feel like they didn't really have to show anything new because it's been in the works for so long that
there's
you pretty
so
much know everything
out there.
Yeah, but yeah, very excited for December. I'm not excited for the next little thing that they talked about, which is Nintendo Badge Arcade, I believe, because
call it what it is.
Nintendo Badge bullshit.
Official title.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So it's
Seriously.
a digital crane game where you spend money. You can spend money to pay for PNG images to place on your 3DS home menu.
It looked like you could also spend money on a crane machine for a chance to get crappy little images.
And it is true, though, because you could end up paying and not getting anything. I mean, but you really have to suck to get nothing, but
still.
But no, I agree. I think
what would be hilarious? Is if it emulated real claw machines where they have that like noodle grip, or like pick stuff up and then it just slips out.
Oh no, it does that, and I'm not kidding. Yes, no, I'm completely serious. It can drop the things. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I really don't like that, and if you're into that kind of stuff and decorating your home menu, that's great, but I never look at my 3DS home menu, so I really don't care about it. So, and I think charging money for that is kind of ridiculous, especially as microtransactions. If you think somebody's into this, just charge them like $10 and they can do it as much as they want. Like a dower for 5 chances to win something, like, come on. But I guess somebody could argue that it's only a dower, but I mean, you're paying a dower for something you could download off the internet for free, so I don't know. Anyways, what was the next thing they talked about? I don't even know.
Pokemon Picross. Which also kind of... I mean, if you're into Pokemon and you're into puzzle games, then cool. Not much more to say on that.
Yeah, I mean... It's their big game for Pokemon's anniversary, so I'd be excited.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon Picross.
Next up was Nindy Games, SteamWorld Heist, and then an interesting game called Fast Racing Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Which, every time I see it, I'm thinking to myself, why isn't this F-Zero?
Yeah. Because it looks really good, and it
does look good.
Super high quality.
I don't want to discredit it by saying why isn't this F-Zero. I like my brand recognition, and I want it to say F-Zero. It could pretty much have the same gameplay and all the work that that dev team put into it, but just put my F-Zero cars in there and
literally just put the title F-Zero Neo, and then there you go. But no, I agree. I think if it would have been F-Zero, I honestly actually do think, and I believe this, if it would have been F-Zero, I think it would have done really well. I think fans would have been fine with it because it looks great. And, obviously I haven't played it yet, so, I don't know how all of the course designs are, but I don't know, like the game looks really solid, really polished. So
yeah, I'm probably going to pick it up just for...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, same here. And I know that the dev team that does it, they did say that it's very inspired by F-Zero. So, and you can obviously tell, and I'm fine with that because.
Yeah, actually, during the direct, like they had like some clips of the music in the background, and it really, really sounded like GX, which is awesome. GX had one of my favorite soundtracks. I used to have like a CD that I ripped out of the game and would listen to because I like the music that much.
And they actually have the same announcer guy from F-Zero GX, so that's
nice.
Pretty cool. Anyways, they showed Typo Man, which I remember after the direct was over, you said something about Typo Man, and I was like, Typo Man? But now that I think about it, I do remember it.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little character that walks around and you like spell some words or something on the gamepad, which alters the level that the guy's in. It looks like a novel concept, so
yeah.
Any more indie games? The indie game scene is good for everyone, so
yeah,
can't hurt.
Yep. Anyways, then they showed Yokai Watch, and actually I shouldn't say that. They showed Bill Trinen eating donuts, is what they showed.
With a sprite of a Yokai Watch in the background, or Yokai in the background. I mean, they didn't even talk about anything about the game. They're just like, yeah, Yokai Watch. Look for more information. Here's Bill Trinen eating donuts. All right.
I don't know if that's like an insult to the game or if that was actual promotion for the game.
Apparently, the commercials for the game are really weird too, so it was probably somehow promotion.
Okay. I mean, okay, never mind. Let's continue.
Yeah. Then there were holiday bundles for 3DS XL and Wii U. Not really surprised. Looks like the Wii U bundle came with Smash Brothers and Splatoon.
Yeah, it's a pretty good bundle.
That's a good deal. Both games that you could play for hours and hours and hours.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Then they talked about Pokken Tournament, which was another game I forgot about, but it actually looks really cool, and I can't wait to play it because it looks pretty fun. So.
Shadow Mewtwo looks awesome. I think he's cooler looking than the Mega Evolved forms.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the Mewtwo's Mega Evolutions always look kind of strange to me. So.
Plus, you can unlock Shadow Mewtwo immediately if you buy the Mewtwo Amiibo card. But
yeah,
I'd rather just unlock him.
I think they said something about him being packaged, like if you pick up the game early or something. But I don't remember. I think it was like some special promotion thing. So
yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, Shadow Mewtwo. Okay, so then they talked about Star Fox Zero, which I think all of us were expecting.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they showed a real trailer. So, what did you think of it?
I think it looks much better than what I had seen before. Like the gameplay looks fun, even though the graphics might not be what everyone wants them to be, myself included. I'll admit that, but it looks fun to play at least.
Yeah.
So, and the Gravemaster looks pretty cool, I'll have to say.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the Chicken Walker. It looks kind of floppy, but the Gravemaster is pretty sweet. And they announced that it's coming out in April, which is kind of far away, but at least it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at the April release, to be honest, but yeah. It looks good. It looks fun, like you said. I'm still excited for it. I just wish it was coming out sooner. So
I was kind of expecting them to show a multiplayer. I mean, I even said that while we were watching it. I'm like, oh, I bet you they're going to announce a multiplayer mode, but
yeah,
they still didn't. At this point, I don't think it's going to have multiplayer. Because we're only 5 months away from its release, and we haven't heard a peep, so I don't think so.
Yeah, but Nintendo has a weird knack for keeping things hidden until like the last second, even if it's a big
we'll get
announcement.
to that.
Oh yeah, we will get to that, but I actually could see them holding off on multiplayer announcement until like a direct, because I could see a Nintendo Direct focusing on just Star Fox Zero and them announcing multiplayer that way. So
did they say anything about Amiibo for that game yet?
The only thing we know about Amiibo for that game is that it has Amiibo support. That's it. So, yeah.
We'll probably, yeah. So they're definitely gonna have another direct where they talk more about it, because
for sure
they're not just gonna surprise you and say, "Hey, surprise, Amiibo."
Amiibo.
Yeah.
What was after Star Fox?
It was Mario Paper Jam, which I'm actually surprisingly excited about that game. I have not played a Mario and Luigi or Mario RPG-ish game in a long time, so I'll probably jump in on this one, depending on my backlog. But it comes out January 22nd, and they showed like a new papercraft mode, which they like got inside of a giant Paper Mario and started smashing stuff. So not really sure how that will play out, but it's at least interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Amiibo card money trap.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that. I must have been like talking to somebody whenever it came up. But what was the whole Amiibo card stuff for that game about?
So I only watched the direct once, and from what I remember, it was you can get these Amiibo cards of different Mario characters from different games. So like they showed Luigi from New Super Mario Brothers. For 3DS, he had like the raccoon ears. They showed Yarn Yoshi, so it looks like there's going to be Amiibo card packs with different versions of Mario themed characters. And Bill Trennan said, you want to collect them all, so they've got to be.
Gotcha.
It has to be cards. So
that's strange. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to that game too. I'm still like not really sure what's going on with the game though. Like, it looks kind of odd seeing Paper Mario in some of those environments. Like he looks like he's just kind of shoved in there. But
maybe it'll look better in person, because a lot of times 3DS games don't look that great on video, but then when you get them, they're fine.
Yeah, no, I agree. So, but yeah, no, Mario and Luigi Dream Team was the first RPG I played in that series of games, and I really liked it. So this has come from the same team, and I'm sure it'll be good. So anyways, then Final Fantasy Adventures. I don't really care. I
don't have time. I don't have time to care about it.
Yeah.
Too much other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they talked about some stuff like you can customize a lot of things, and there's characters from classic games. Like I know they showed Tifa. I think, yeah, they showed Tifa, and yeah. So
if you like Final Fantasy, and you probably enjoy it because it has a lot of crossover stuff. Yeah. But the next RPG I am super pumped about, and that is Fire Emblem Fates.
Yes. I need it like right now. I actually wish it was out right now, but
I know it's a weird situation because Japan's had it for so long, and I somehow forgot about the game for a little while. Recently remembered, like, oh yeah, next year I'm gonna have a new freaking Fire Emblem, and I loved Awakening.
Yeah.
So thankfully they kind of talked about the situation that the game's going to be in for the United States, and that is that there will be 3 story modes. There's Birthright, Conquest, and Revelation, and then there's 2 physical versions of the game, which are Birthright and Conquest, $39.99 a piece, or you can buy one and download the other as DLC for $19.99, so kind of a discount price if you get the other storyline as DLC. Or you can do what I'm probably going to do, and that is get the $79.99 special edition, which comes with all 3 of them.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like that's probably, I mean, wouldn't $80 be just about the same price anyways? Like, because you're paying $40 for the game, then download the other for $20, and then Revelation is going to cost money too. So
yeah, it probably works out about the same. Plus, you get art book and a huge box, and
yeah, and it's all physical too. So that's probably what I'll do as well. But yeah, I'm really excited for that game. I can't wait. I loved Awakening as well. I wish it would have got a release date, but guess we'll have to wait a little bit longer for a release date. So
I feel like it's going to be February to April. in that range.
Yeah, I feel the same.
But I'm definitely going to go physical copy this time because I love physical copies of my favorite games, and I unfortunately don't have a physical copy of Awakening because when that game came out, there were shortages, and I could not wait a week to go find one.
Yep.
So I had to download the digital.
That was my exact same situation.
So if you're wanting the special edition, don't go pre-order it. That way I still can pre-order one.
Yeah, seriously.
No, but seriously, if you do want it, you probably should pre-order it because,
yeah, they'll probably run out. So,
yeah.
Next up is the most exciting thing in the world, which is Mega Man Legacy. Which is
a new Mega Man game?
They made a new Mega Man game. Listen up, it's called Mega Man Legacy Collection. But I promise it's something new. It's a collection of the first 6 Mega Man games, which I know you've never played before.
Yeah, but what is new? The fact that there's sprites of Dr. Wily and stuff on the left and right side of the screen.
Oh, I know. It's almost like they went on Google search and looked up Mega Man. And they took the first 5 images that they found of Mega Man characters and put them on the side of the screen. So that's pretty awesome.
But you know what isn't cheap and tacky? A Mega Man amiibo dipped in gold paint.
I know, and you know what? That's going to fetch a mighty fine dime on eBay. So I'm going to buy 100 copies of Mega Man Legacy Collection that come with the gold paint, and I'm going to sell it on eBay for $10 million. So I hope you guys are all looking forward to that. But in all honesty, I might end up buying it. I have no idea. I might not buy it because
that was for 3DS, by the way.
Yeah, 3DS. Because I already bought I bought Mega Man Legacy Collection on PC, and it still doesn't work. And it's been out for months now. I think like 2 months, maybe. Yeah, like I think it's been exactly 2 months. So yeah, and it still doesn't work. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was a pretty good deal, really. I mean, I paid I paid $20.
Can't you get a refund?
I tried to get a refund, but since I put in over 2 hours into the game before it stopped working, I can't get my refund. So yeah, it's
wow.
crap, and I'm gonna sue Capcom. Not really. I probably should. I probably should. There's probably some sort of class action lawsuit against them that I should join, but instead I'm too busy not looking for that on Google. So
yeah, it would be like going to, I mean, this is obviously an extreme analogy, but you go buy a car, you drive it for 2 hours, and then in the middle of the night the Ford dealership comes and takes your car back.
Or it's like going to Applebee's and ordering a burger and they never give you one.
No, they give you one, you take 2 bites,
and they take it away.
And then they take it away.
That would be so funny.
Are you done with that? Oh, you're finished.
Wait, there's a problem with this burger. I need to install some DLC to fix it. No, but seriously, the game doesn't work for me, and as much as I love Mega Man, and the only thing that's swaying me on this is that it's a physical copy of a Mega Man game, which hasn't happened in, oh my gosh, it's been so long. So I don't know. If I do buy it, I'll probably just never open it because I have no reason to play it. Like, that's the sad thing. If I bought it, I would never play it. So
that's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. I just try. All right, let's continue.
Yeah. We'll go down the Mega Man and frickin' redash.
Yeah, seriously. Then they talked about Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow digital titles updated with wireless. So you don't, obviously you can't use link cables on the 3DS, which Beltran explained to us. Because none of us knew that. I never knew that the 3DS didn't use link cables. I thought we were still using those. So I'm glad he told us that. And
it's an interesting choice to, I don't know. Pokemon's one of those games where it seems like you should just be playing the newest iteration of it because it hasn't changed that much. Except looks a lot better.
It's kind of funny though because the first Pokemon game I played was Yellow, and the last or I shouldn't say the last, the first one that I played after that, many years later, was Pokemon X. Like, I didn't play any Pokemon games in between those.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would never download Pokemon Yellow. I don't want to play that game the rest of my life. So, like, if I want to play,
get out of my sight.
yeah. But I actually do know that there are a lot of Pokemon fans that wanted those. So yeah,
it's good for people who may have never played them because a new generation gets to experience it. So
yeah,
I'm all about sharing Nintendo history. So
I'm not. Take it away. It's mine.
Then there was Hyrule Warriors for 3DS, and a new character, Linkle, who looks like a girl Link with a crossbow. And you made the point that they are porting a game down. Normally you port it over to a more powerful something, and this time they're porting it down, and it looks
poopy.
Bad. Poopy.
See, I already thought this game was horrendous. I hope I'm not offending people's opinions. Like, if you like the game, that's fine. But I hated Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U, and seeing it look even worse is actually kind of it's dumbfounding in a way, because I didn't think the game could get any worse, but it actually does look worse. So I guess that's an accomplishment of some sort. But Winkle actually does look kind of cool. I wish she wasn't in a crappy game. So again, in my opinion. Yeah. But she does look pretty cool. In fact, some of the characters' attacks look cool. It's just the game is so monotonous that I think if I played Hyrule Warriors on 3DS after already playing the Wii U one, I'd probably lose about 1,000 more brain cells. So
only 1,000?
Yeah, only
you're being so nice.
I'm just kidding. I'm just having playful fun. Anyways, I don't think either of us are excited for that game.
No, obviously not.
Except I do think that the Linkle character is cool. So, and honestly, I wish a lot of those characters would have been in the original game. Excuse me, I keep stumbling over my words because I'm laughing.
Anyways, Quest 7 and 8.
Yeah, Dragon Quest 7 and 8.
It's good for Dragon Quest fans, but then boom, here we go, big news.
Just skip over that one. No, but I don't care about Dragon Quest. But yeah, here's the big one. Go ahead, say it.
Cloud from Final Fantasy VII is in Smash Brothers.
Oh. Yep, I
don't think anyone expected that at all.
Like, the minute that you started seeing his blade appear, it was like, okay, yep, this is Cloud. What? Like, that was the first thing I think I said, actually, was like, what? Yeah, God, no one, like, because Cloud was always the joke, you know?
Yeah.
Like ever since Brawl, especially, it's like, add Cloud to Smash Brothers, and, you know, and everybody'd be like, you know, then everybody'd laugh. But he's actually in it. Like, it's a huge surprise. And he looks really cool. I think he looks fun to use. So,
I mean, he's another sword character, but he looks really unique.
Yeah, he does, because he has that whole limit break thing. And
I'm not even sure what that was.
Yeah, it looks very strange. To me, it looks similar-ish to like Little Mac's KO punch type thing.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so
because in the video it also looked like he had a Final Smash separate from his limit break. So
yeah,
it's got to be some other interesting mechanic.
Yeah, because the limit break is definitely not his Final Smash. So,
but yeah, man, the whole trailer was awesome because it had like the epic retro music from Final Fantasy, and they showed off the new stage, which looked to be Midgard from Final Fantasy VII, and it just had an awesome looking atmosphere. Pair that with the announcement of Cloud, and holy crap, Final Fantasy fans who got the announcement that Final Fantasy VII is being remade this year, which they never would have expected, and then throw Cloud into Smash Brothers. Man, that's awesome for Final Fantasy fans.
And you know, now that I'm thinking about it, with Square Enix showing some interest in the NX coming out. Who knows when? It could be next year, it could be 2017, whatever. But it really wouldn't be much of a surprise if they also might be working on that Final Fantasy VII remake for the NX as well, because they already said they were considering Dragon Quest. I don't know. Like, after this announcement, I guess I could see it as a possibility. So
that would be cool.
Yeah.
I was wondering which system I would have to get it on, because I don't have an Xbox One or a PS4 right now, and so heck, I will be getting an NX, and if that comes out on NX, then there you go. That's the one I'm getting it on.
Yeah, same here. So, but yeah, no one expected that. I think I'd definitely say that this was the best announcement of the Direct.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not even huge on Final Fantasy, but I'm still on board with the hype, because I love being surprised. Like, I really, really, really want King K. Rool in the game.
Yeah, same here.
But I feel like if he would have been announced, it would have been much less surprising and, I guess, hype-worthy than Cloud, because Cloud was just a total unknown.
Yeah. I do think that I still would have been very hyped myself for K. Rool, but
oh yeah,
but this was obviously much bigger of a surprise. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, actually, I don't care about. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'm not like a big fan of Final Fantasy. Not that I have anything against the series. I just never got into it. But I always thought Cloud was a cool character. Mostly because of Kingdom Hearts, because that's the only way I've ever really seen any interaction with him. But I always thought he was cool, so I think he's a good addition. I think it's actually opening up the door from some other unexpected third-party guests that might arrive. So, I mean, because we got Ryu, nobody expected that. Now we have Cloud. What's next? Seriously,
that's the big question.
Like that. Oh, and the last big announcement of that trailer was a whole December broadcast. Like sometime in December, there's going to be a special Smash Brothers for Wii U broadcast.
And when they showed that, there was Brawl music playing in the background. I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah.
Does it? What could that mean?
So my prediction for that, which I said right after that trailer, was, okay, Brawl music, they usually have a reason for the stuff that they play. Well, not all the time, but it does seem a little bit suspicious that they're playing Brawl music during that. Yeah. Especially for when it's saying it's a Wii U broadcast. So, I think that it is going to be a story mode or adventure mode of some sort, because a while back Sakurai said that him and his team were working on new modes for the game. And the Wii U version already got tournament mode. And I think that all of this time that's been passing since then, that they have been working on putting together some sort of story or adventure mode, because I don't know if you remember, but when they originally announced that the Wii U and 3DS version would not have story modes like the Subspace Emissary, there were a lot of people that didn't like that. So I think if they brought that back, they would make a lot of people happy, and I think that it could end up being better, because me, along with many other people, including you, I know, we don't like Brawl. Well, we don't like Brawl, but we don't like the Subspace Emissary at all. Yeah. I was actually happy when they announced there wouldn't be anything of that type. But the main reason why is just because I wanted them to focus on the core game. Now that it's already out and the core game is fantastic, I would be totally on board for a mode like that, especially if it is a lot better. Like if they actually put more work into it and make the settings something you would expect out of Smash Brothers, like Melee did with actual like locations from Nintendo games, like Mario's Mushroom Kingdom and stuff like that. That'd be awesome. So and they have pretty much all the assets there that they need to use, so why not?
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, December is not that far away, so not too much longer of a wait to find out. So looking forward to it.
Yep.
But
What
were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say the other thing that they might talk about is the ballot stuff.
Oh yeah,
because
I feel like they would have. I feel like they would have said that Cloud was a ballot winner if he was from the ballot.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
Well, folks, that about wraps it up. Let us know in the comments what your favorite announcement was from the Nintendo Direct. Anything you're excited about? Anything you found boring? I know we have some pretty divisive opinions sometimes, so that's okay. We'd like to hear from you. Just let us know.
Did they say? Or yeah. See. Thanks for watching.
Devil's Third Amiibo Festival. Thanks for watching, guys.
Oh God.